Okay, so before I start, I just want to ask you, what proof do you expect for Jesus being a Muslim?
For Jesus being a Muslim?
Yes.
Historical information on his life, showing me what he truly believed, how he practiced his religion, and that what he believed and how he practiced his religion lines up with Islam.
Do you accept proof from the Bible?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. According to you, what was his religion, according to you?
He was a Jew. He believed in Yahweh. He believed in, following the law of Moses. He believed that he is the son of God, who salvation is only through.
So a Jew, but not the Judaism of today.
Not Judaism of today, no. Judaism of today is radically different from Judaism in his time.
Okay, did Judaism of his time and the time of Moses change throughout time, or was it always?
Yeah, you have it changing throughout time. You have different generations of Judaism. Yeah.
But every single Israelite was on the same religion as Jesus, but a bit different.
I wouldn't say every single Israelite, because when the Messiah
yes.
When the Messiah came, they rejected him. They changed the religion of God, the religion of men. Yeah. So, but yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So they were blind when he came.
100%.
Okay. And do you believe that Jesus is likened to the whole nation of Israel?
That Jesus is likened to the nation of Israel? Yeah.
For example, in Matthew 2:15.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how many times does the word equivalent in Hebrew for Muslim appear in the Old Testament?
I wouldn't say,
if you believe it.
I wouldn't say it's an equivalent of the word Muslim. I would say that it is related. There is a word that is related to the word because they share the same root. So you have the word in Isaiah 42 verse 19.
Yes, exactly. And if you can open it.
Yeah. So that word is not Muslim. It's not the equivalent. It has the same root.
If you can just open the Bible commentary in Bible Hub, the Christian commentators say.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. All right. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 19.
And is Isaiah 42 about Jesus, their servant, or somebody else?
The first half is about Jesus, the servant.
Okay.
When you get to verses 18 and down, that's talking about the nation of Israel.
Oh, okay.
Not Jesus anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see the difference, right? The difference, the servant in the beginning is the Savior, who's perfect, right? The servant.
I know, because I went through the whole chapter.
Good. So then you agree that there's two servants being described, right?
Yes, exactly. Two servants. The first one isn't blind, and the second from 18 all the way to the end is the blind servant. Yes.
Perfect, man. Perfect. All right. That's good. That helps. It helps that you've actually read.
For example,
I'm about to show it. Oh, you want a commentary or do you want the lexicon?
You can go to the commentary first and then.
All right. So which commentary do you want? You want Ellicott's?
Yes.
Okay. All
right. And just read.
I'll
see that is perfect in the second part. If you can read it.
I'll show it on the screen.
You will see it until then. And if you can put it on the screen so people can see.
I will, host. Just be patient with me.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gents. So over on the side, let me actually put the Bible over here on the side here. All right. So on the right, we got Isaiah 42:19.
If you can,
Ellicott's commentary. This part right here, right? As he that is perfect. All right. Strictly speaking, the devoted or surrendered one. The Hebrew Meshulam is interesting as connected with the modern Muslim and Islam. The man resigned to the will of God. The frequent use of this or a cognate form as a proper name after the exile. It gives us a few verses. May, on either assumption as to the date of second Isaiah, be connected with it by some link of causation. Other meanings given to it have been perfect, as in the authorized version, confident, or recompensed, or meritorious.
Yes.
So what it is that there's a connection between the word mushalam and the word Muslim in the Arabic.
Yes, there is, because the root word of meshulam
they have the same root word.
The same root word, and salam is in Arabic, and the root for Muslim is also salam. You can,
we can agree. We can agree because this is important. We can agree though, although there is a connection between the words, they're not the same word, right?
Of course, because they're different languages, but they are basically
different languages with different meanings too.
You can go to the lexicon. It says the surrender one. Submitter.
Well, that's what the Muslim word means. So
yes, exactly.
Yeah. So what Ellicott says, he literally says here that as he that is perfect. So he shows that it means perfect, and he gives the interpretation, strictly speaking, the devoted or surrendered one. Right. So when we go to the lexicon,
you can go to the lexicon. Yes.
How do I do this?
You go to the right on the second.
Hold on, how do I just do this?
On the comments, you can I believe go to the right.
There we go.
Yes, on the 19. This isn't the lexicon. I believe this is the interlinear.
I know, brother. I'm getting there. Just give me a second. All right, here it is. So when we open the lexicon, we see the definition of the word: to be complete, to be sound, to make amends, to finish, to repay, or to reward. Right? That's the meaning of the word. It does not have the same meaning as Muslim.
Okay. Can you please go down on the same lexicon to the Brown Griggs, I believe.
Yeah, this is a different lexicon.
You see, stop on the Arabic. You see the root word.
I know. Muslim debater. Trust me, I've ran through this before. So
okay, now
the confusion that a lot of you guys bring is you guys think that because they have the same root that they mean the same thing. They don't. As we just saw, these are two different. Like this is the Hebrew. The Hebrew word means to be complete and sound, right? That's in the Hebrew, right? Yes. In the Arabic,
but these aren't the only meanings.
Correct. These are their own meanings. So they have different meanings, even though they have the same root. When we go to the Arabic, we see it gives it in the Arabic right here. We see it, the word in its root.
Present or submit oneself, especially to God, when participle Muslim, and in Islam, properly submission to God. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Muslim debater. Do you see that these are two different words with two different meanings in their respective languages? You don't?
No,
okay.
Because it says
stop there for me, Muslim debater. Slow down. Right here, it gives the Hebrew word and its meaning in the Hebrew, right?
Yes.
Is that the same meaning in the Arabic?
But these aren't the only meanings.
That's what I asked. Is this the same meaning in the Arabic?
Here, no, but these aren't the only meanings.
All right. So it's not the same meaning in the Arabic. We look at the meaning in the Hebrew. We look at the meaning in the Arabic. They mean two different things.
No, they don't.
All right. So show me where it has the same exact meaning.
You're literally, it says here, especially to God whence participle Muslim, and in infinitive Islam, properly submission to God.
Where does it say that for the Hebrew word?
It's literally in the definition of the Hebrew word.
Yeah, where do you see in the definition of the Hebrew word it means to submit oneself or to resign, like the word Muslim? Where does it say that?
Here on the screen.
No. Where does it say that for the Hebrew? Are you okay?
No, for the Hebrew it doesn't say here, but it's the equivalence in Arabic.
It doesn't use the equivalence. The only thing that you have here, Muslim debater, is you have two words with similar roots, with the same root. That's what you have. But these are two different words with two different meanings. They share the same root in two different languages, though. Can we agree with that?
The meanings are both the same. The Meshulam is a Muslim in Arabic. If you can also...
All right, let's get back to our subject here. Gave the Muslim a chance. Gave the Mu'minun a chance, man. Thanks for coming, big dog. So I hope for the rest of you Muslims that are watching this, stop bringing up Isaiah 42:19. It doesn't work. And Christians, I hope that you're paying attention, because the Muslims are trying to distort lexicons. They don't even know what they're looking at. They don't know what they're reading. They don't comprehend things, or they do and they just intentionally lie. Okay? Stop bringing up Isaiah 42:19, saying that the Bible teaches that Jesus is a Muslim or that Israel is a Muslim. No, it doesn't. Just because two words have the same root doesn't mean they're the same word or have the same meaning, as we just saw and demonstrated. Same root in Arabic and Hebrew, two different words with two different meanings, but they're related. They're connected. Yes, not identical. All right. So Christians, start crushing them when they bring this up. Start crushing them on these lives. And when you get into these conversations, start crushing them when they bring up Isaiah 42.